Hello again, folks. My name's Dustin Cormier. Welcome to How to Rock a Campfire. Today's episode is going to be on a Merle Haggard song called Fight Inside of Me. Let this song I'm singing be a warning. So first I'm going to show you how Merle Haggard does it. And then I'm going to show you a cover of me and my Aunt Cindy doing it. The way my Aunt Cindy does it is she does it in the key of C instead. And so you can see that we have reduced, in the key of E, I hear people talking about the way we live here in this country. So that's one way of playing it, and then the C will be lower. Well, I hear people talking about the way we live here in this country. So it's lower, right? I hear people talking about the way we live. I hear people talking about the way we live here in this country. So yeah, I'm trying to show you that it's lower, right? The key of E is higher than the key of C. And Merle Haggard does it in E. My Aunt Cindy just does it in C. And plus she goes like an octave higher. I hear people talking about the way we live here in this country. Excuse me, she sings it a lot better than I. She's got a voice like an angel, and I don't quite. I got more of that Merle Haggard thing. So anyway, I'll show you the song in the key of C, I'll show you the song in the key of E, the way Merle Haggard does it. Then I'll show you the version that my Aunt Cindy do, and then I'll show you the cover at the end. I'm going to start off with that weird riff that Merle Haggard does, right? Something like that, right? So I'm pretty sure this is like the gist of it. I might have one note wrong in there, but... So that's pretty much it. You're going, what I like to do is if you're going to do this properly with proper fingering, you want to make it so that each one of these fingers are taking up a fret space. You can assume that like the first finger belongs to the first fret, second belongs to the second, third belongs to the third, fourth belongs to the fourth, and then you're going to keep your whole scale that you're doing here, which is basically the B major, or B seventh, like B Mixolydian scale maybe, because it's got the major B, but it's got the minor, the flattened seventh in there. So, yeah, it's like B Mixolydian. It's a cool place to use the mode. So you go B A B A G sharp A, and then G sharp. Sorry. B A B A G sharp A, and then A G sharp G F sharp G sharp, right? Fourth second, first second, and then second first, and then fourth of the D string, and then first of the G string. And then so that's why it's because you go to that, that D sharp note that it's kind of recommended that you keep your fingers in a scale style. So that's why you go, and then after this time you go, I'm going first fret of the G string, then fourth fret of the D string, first fret of the G string, fourth fret of the D string, and then first fret of the D string, and then fourth fret of the D string again. And then you go, that's E, D sharp, E, D sharp, and then B, and then you go from the B, you hammer on to the C sharp note, and then you hit the E, and then the low E note. So this is the whole thing played kind of slowed down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, kind of weird thing to do, this little down, down. You might be even using a capo to make that sound, but what I do is I use my second finger, and then I use my third finger to climb up to the 4th fret of the A string to do that. You just got to make sure that your second finger doesn't hit the, it kills the D string, so you can't hear it like the E7. Even though it probably wouldn't be that bad. Anyway, yeah, so I've shown you that main riff. Now I'm going to try to show you the rest of the song. Me and my Aunt Cindy don't do that first riff in our version. We just kind of play without it. I just wanted to show you guys that riff so you can see it. Yeah, so anyway. I hear people talking bad about the way we live here in this country. So you're going from the 1st there to the 5th with the 7th, the 1st, 3, 4, and then the 5th with the 7th. And what I mean by the 5th is that the B7th, that's that chord, is the 5th of the E chord, right? And harping on the wars we fight and rapping about the way things ought to be. Sometimes I try to do the 1-5 and the B7th, and that's just me going accenting on the 2nd fret of the A string, down, and then going chuck, and then going accenting on the 2nd fret of the E string, and then accenting the open A, and then accenting the B again. And those accents, they're just like when I say down, chuck, go down, chuck, go down, chuck, go down, 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 chuck, go down, down, down. It's like the down note that I'm trying to emphasize. Down, chuck, go down, 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 chuck, go down, down, down. Right? And that's pretty much our rhythm there. Down, 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 down. So that's pretty much the whole thing. And I don't mind them switching sides and standing for the things that they believe in. When they're running down my countryman, they're walking on the fighting side of me. Yeah, they're walking on the fight. So this is the chorus. They're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down my way of life, our fighting might have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it, let this song that I'm singing be a warning. That's the A note right there. If you're running down my countryman, you're walking on the fighting side of me. Every now and then he throws in that little riff. Right? So that was Fightin' Side of Me in the key of E. Now I'm going to show you guys, before I show you guys the cover, I want you to know that the cover, of course, was done in the key of C, like I said. I hear people talking bad about the way we live here in this country. Hopping on the wars we fight, rapping about the way things ought to be. So it's really low when you do it in the key of C, unless, like I said, my Aunt Cindy's got a girl's voice. So she's 2 whole tones lower, but she also sings an octave higher, which might sound, it's a big change, right? But you can do these sorts of things, It's literally like she took the song that's in the key of E, and like it's almost like she's putting a capo on, let's say, the 8th fret, because that's C, right? C, C. I hear people. I guess I could show you just to show you an example of what I mean. This isn't how we do it, mind you. We don't do it with the capo, but I'm just showing you that the capo on the 8th fret, and you play an E chord, that's literally just another C chord. I hear people talking bad about the way we live here in this country. this key of C, and that's where my Aunt Cindy plays it. I hear people talking about here in this country. I can't sing like her, but you're seeing what I'm getting at, is that she sings way up there. Just literally bring the whole song up like 8 frets. But you can do that sort of thing. I like to say that music is not something that has to be controlled as much as people might think anyway. And this song is a good example of the fact that you can take a song, just take the basic bone structure of the chord and its key signature, like, you know, the key of E. And this song is all E, A, and B, right? So that's E is the first chord of the key of E. A would be the 4th chord, and then B7 is the 5th chord with the 7th, right? So you're just basically taking the distances between the E to the A to the B, which is, you know, E is the first, and you do the major scale. Do, re, mi, fa. A is the 4th, E is the 1st. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, E, F, G, A. Then B is the 5th, E, 4th, 5th, E. Now I'm just doing the same thing in the key of C. C, 1st, 4th, 5th, 1st, 4th, 5th. C is the 1st, D is the 2nd, E is the 4th, F is the, sorry, C is the 1st, D is the 2nd, E is the 3rd, and F is the 4th. That was my point. 1st, 4th, 5th, 1st. So I'm just taking the bone structure of this song that was in the key of E and translating it to a new key, but with the same amount of distances between the chords. I can, yeah, you're walking on the fighting side of me, running down my way of life. Our fighting men have fought and died to keep. It's the same song, it's just translated in a whole different key, right? Anyway, that's a little bit of chord theory for you guys. Now you're going to hear me and my Aunt Cindy playing this song the whole way through in the key of C, so you can see how we do it in the key of C and how she does it. I love her voice and I love the way she plays, so that's why I wanted to do this cover. We did this at an old folks home, and my brother was there too playing guitar. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Take care. Whew. Chasing my beer.
I hear people talking bad about the way they have to live here in this country, harping on the wars we fight, griping about the way things ought to be. I don't mind them switching sides and standing up for things they believe in. When they're running down our countrymen, they're walking on the fighting side of me. They're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down our way of life, our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our countrymen, you're walking on the fighting side of me. I read about some squirrely guy who claims he just don't believe in fighting. And I wonder just how long the rest of us can count on being free. They love our milk and honey, but they preach about some other way of living. When they're running down our countrymen, they're walking on the fighting side of me. They're walking on the fighting side of me. to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our countryman, you're walking on the fighting side of me. When you're running down our countryman, you're walking on the fighting side of me. There we go. All right. So we might just do one more for you.
Yep.
We're all family here, so we always like to end with a Hank Jr. song called Family Tradition.
Yep. It's a family tradition.
Sounds good.
Hey folks, just a reminder to check out my other channel, How to Rock Spirit, where I talk about everything under the sun, from astrology to mysticism to psychedelic yoga to practical materialism and philosophy too. Hope to see you there. Namaste.